Welcome to the Focus Board training. My name is Maximo Lora. Most people call me Max. I've been involved with WorldVentures close to 6 years now. In those 6 years, I've been on over 50 vacations. I've referred over 100 customers to this idea, which has turned to a success team of several thousand. I am a certified trainer through corporate, and I don't say that to impress you. I say that to press upon you that the person that's speaking to you is an active builder and is well qualified to speak on this subject. Before we move forward with the focus board training, I want to read this statement to you. There are no guarantees regarding income. The success or failure of each independent representative in WorldVentures, like any other business, depends on the independent representative's own skill, dedication, personal effort, and leadership qualities. We just want to make sure you understand that it does take skill, it does take dedication, it does take personal effort, and it does take some kind of leadership qualities. The two that stick out the most for me is skill and personal effort. See, skill, we can teach you through our system and our training events. Personal effort, that comes from within. See, I can't go to the gym and have all the skills in the world on how to lift weights and how to do active workouts. But if I don't put any effort into that, I can't expect to get muscles. I can't just walk into the gym like, yo, gym, let me get some muscles. That's not how it works. Like my mentor once told me, little effort equals little results. Big effort equals big results. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get back into the focus board. So why are you watching this video? Maybe you're new to WorldVentures as an independent representative and someone suggested that you watch this video so you can win big. If that's you, congratulations, welcome to the team, and thank the person that suggested this video to you because they really want to see you win big. Maybe you're that person that says, you know what, Max, I just want to go from 0 to director in 120 days. If that's you, this system can definitely take you there. Or maybe that person has been involved for a little bit and you're looking to add gas to the fire. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Or maybe you just want to take it straight to the top. You want to become an IMD. You want to become an IMD creator. You want to become irrelevant to your business. See, one thing you got to get really good at if you want to get it to that level, you got to get really good at creating leadership. And that's one step at a time. But one thing that comes down to really to create a large organization and a team is a system. Let's break that word down, system. Follow the system. You want to have a system in place that your organization can follow. SYSTEM. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. That's what we're doing with following a system. We're saving ourselves stress, time, energy, and money, and we're also saving our organization that as well. What tends to happen is everyone starts stepping to the same beat. And as it moves forward, leaders emerge. See, you find someone that finds someone that finds someone that finds someone that find a few, and then your leadership emerges. Your leaders emerge. And that's the beauty about having a system. But here's the thing. What the focus board really is about is a formula. It's a formula for success. It's a formula to help you earn director in 120 days. You got to think of this as a recipe, as if you were baking a cake. And the first thing we're going to do is go over some of the rules. Just like baking a cake, you have ingredients. If you leave an ingredient out, the cake's not going to be the same. Or if you replace an ingredient with something else, it's definitely not going to be the same. Think of it this way. Let's say I replace sugar with salt. How's that cake going to turn out? Same thing with these rules that we're going to lay out right now. Think of the rules as the ingredients to your success. So let's get started. Phase 1. We suggest doing this in 30 days. So set aside 30 days in your calendar and let's go make this happen. Rule number 1, share this with 6 people in 24 hours. Why 6 people? Why 24 hours? We want to get the speed going right away. You share with 6 people, you're bound to sign up one, and now you have that one underneath your belt, and it builds your confidence, and you're ready to go. Rule number 2, make a total of 30 exposures in 30 days. See what happens when it comes to network marketing averages, the average person signs up 20%. So if you show 30 people in 30 days, you're bound to sign up 6. The cool thing about the magic number 6 is that in the US, typically when someone signs up 6 people, they sign up 5 gold and 1 platinum. If you do that within your first 30 days, you're making $500 cash. So let's break that down real quick. Think about it. If you become an independent representative of WorldVentures for 120, and let's say you added the gold membership for 255, that's 375. If you walk away your first month into this thing with $500 cash, is that a win or a win? On top of that, now you have a success story. Rule number 3, attend the training within your first 60 days. We're firm believers that the more you learn, the more you earn. See, my first month doing this, well, within my first 9 days, I was actually profitable with this business. Within my first month, I made close to $1,000 profit. Now, here's a cool thing. My mentor said, Max, if you really want to take this thing serious, I suggest you make it to one of our training events. Luckily for me, after my first month, there was a Super Saturday. I attended that event and it built my belief. See, facts tell, but stories sell. I was sold on the stories I was listening to. I was seeing people just like me making some major, major moves in World Ventures and totally not only changing their lifestyle, but impacting lives all around. And that inspired me to do more. Because I said, if they can do it, I can do it too. Rule number 4, get connected to your team's social media group. You want to welcome new team members to this group. You want to add new team members to this group. See, these groups, they were designed so that our leaders and our team can make announcements. They can give you updates. They can put announcements about events, trial parties, anything that's going on in World Ventures is going to be posted on a team group. Now, the cool thing about this is we're playing team. Together, everyone achieves more. Teamwork. See, sometimes you might get so busy with life, you forget to pass on a message to one of your personals or one of the people you sponsored. By having them on a team page, all the messages are passed on to everyone a part of the team. Also, leaders tend to do special bonus training via Facebook Live, so you definitely want to have your teammates plugged into that. The last and final rule, rule number 5, listen to audios. You want to learn as you earn. See, like I said earlier, we give away our secrets. We're going to tell you exactly what we did right so you can do more of it, and we're going to tell you exactly what we did wrong so you can avoid it. By doing so and listening to these audios, you're giving yourself an upper hand. See, a lot of times we're used to listen to talk shows or radio, music, something like that, and a lot of it's garbage. So garbage in, garbage out. What we're trying to do is replace that with something positive, something that you can learn from. And when we're doing it with the WV audios, you're learning from people that are actually currently doing it. People that are actually in the business, making moves, and they're giving away their top secrets so you can win too. Because at the end of the day, if you win, we all win together as a team. Now that we have the rules down pat, let's go over our success cycle. This is a step-by-step system that allows your team and your organization to become duplicatable because they know exactly what they need to do. So what do you need to do? First things first, we have to make a list. So you want to show 30 people in the next 30 days, we have to have an inventory to pull from. Heads up, don't play God, don't prejudge. The people you think are going to do this probably won't. And the ones you least expect to do this, they actually do it. So I want you to write this down real quick. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 1, I want you to write hot. These are the people you know, love, and trust. Your hot market. This is what I call no problem person. No problem. Anything you ask for is no problem. Any kind of favor you ask, no problem. Can you watch the kids? No problem. Can I borrow some money? No problem. These are your no problem people, the people you know, love, and trust. Write those names down. Number 2, successful, ambitious people. Who do you know as a business owner? Maybe is involved with sales. Maybe was a valedictorian. Is into motivation. Is into personal development. Maybe has done network marketing before. Number 3, who are the fun-loving social butterflies? Who's the first one on the dance floor? Who's the one that likes to have fun? Who likes to travel? Who knows everyone? Who's talkative? All right. Number 4, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Who wants more to life? Who's not getting paid what they're worth? Who wants to live a life of purpose? See, with these 4 categories, and by the way, if you want to plug into our system of training, we have a thing called Quick Coach. If you go to YouTube right now and look up Quick Coach Making a List, or on the Dream Chips app, you can find the video to go over how to make a list. Like I said earlier, our goal is to show 30 people in 30 days. But one thing I highly suggest is you be proactive, not reactive. If we know we're going to be doing this for the next several months, 30 a month, how about we make a list of over 100? This may sound challenging, but I tell you, it is so worth it if you do it now. Sit down, don't prejudge. Just remember this, the SW rule. Some will, some won't, so what? At the end of the day, somewhere 6 will. And the reason I'm so passionate about not prejudging, I'll tell you this quick story. I had a friend of mine, she was a mother of 6 kids, and I could have easily prejudged that. And she was a business owner. I could have said, she's busy with 6 kids, she has her own business, she doesn't have time to see this. Now here's the thing, I didn't prejudge her. I said, you know what? She has 6 kids, she has her own business, she needs a break, she needs to see this. So I shared it with her. And a little over 3 years ago, she jumped on board. Since then, thousands and thousands and thousands of people have joined my organization because of that one person I referred to this concept. Why? Because I didn't prejudge. Don't play God. Just put the names down and let's share the opportunity. Let's pass the blessing forward. Our job is simply to share. We're not trying to convince, we're not trying to sell people. We're simply sharing this blessing and paying it forward. Next step in the success cycle is invite. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because you have videos and audios that you can plug into. You can ask your leaders about which way they want to have you invite. But one thing I'll tell you is this: keep it simple. See, a lot of times people mess up this business because they want to overcomplicate it. They want to overthink it. And they suffer for what's called paralysis by overanalysis. They overthink things too much that they overcomplicate it, and then it becomes hard. The more simple you keep this business, the easier it's going to be. So keep the invite real simple and look over the videos, look over the audios, and you can learn a lot. Another thing I highly suggest you do is role play. Now, moving along, the next step, when you invite someone, what are you inviting them to do? You're inviting to share the opportunity. And when I say share, when we're going to expose these people, when we share with them, we want to truly put them in front of the information. Especially if you're new to this, you're trying to explain it, you're going to verbally vomit on people. Plug into the system, utilize the videos, plug into a trial party, a big shot event, something that's going around in your area, and plug into that. A webinar, whatever it is, don't try to be presentation man and plug into something that you can use. And at the end of the day, take yourself out the system. Once again, we're trying to make this duplicatable. We're trying to make you irrelevant to your business. If you always have to be there, that's not duplicatable. You want to figure out a system, a video, a presentation that they can use and they can move forward with it. When it comes to sharing, one simple rule you can go by: don't show them anything until you can show them everything. Next one up, enroll. See, once again, I'm not going to go too much into this because there's audios on this, there's trainings on this. Talk to your leadership, figure out what's the best way to enroll people, meaning close. Bottom line, you have to ask for the sale. At the end of the day, I've seen it so many times. People share the information with people. They share the video. They bring them to a presentation. But at the end of the day, they forget to ask their family or friends, are you ready to get started? You want to make sure you're enrolling people. See, I had this little problem in the beginning when I started. I don't know if anyone has this, but I had this thing called ego. Ego is not your amigo, all right? Everyone's greatest obstacle, ego. So my mentor told me, Max, keep it real simple. Share the video and put them in front of a leader. Or bring them to a presentation and then put them in front of a leader. I thought I was the man. I didn't get it. I said, you know what? I got this. I'm going to share this with people and they're going to sign up. I shared it with 4 guys my first 2 days. All 4 guys said to me, maybe I got to think about it. And to me, I didn't understand it because it was money, travel, living life to the fullest. Why not? After the second day, my mentor called me and he asked me, how did your exposures go? I said, well, I got 4 maybes. He goes, did he follow the system? I was like, yeah, I followed the system. I shared a video with him. He goes, but did you put him in front of a leader? See, I missed that part in the system. Remember I told you earlier, if you miss out an ingredient in the recipe, it will come out bad. So I said, how do I fix this? He goes, Max, put me in front of those 4 guys. The next day he showed up. I can get 3 of the 4 guys to meet up with us. It was me, my mentor, and 3 of my friends. All my mentor did was share his story, his results, and his experience with WorldVentures and Dream Trips, and all 3 gentlemen signed up on the spot. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. I was like, how did that happen? And my mentor explained it to me like this. He goes, Max, what you brought to the table was trust. Your friends trust you. That's why they showed up. What I brought to the table was results and credibility with this industry and this business model. At that moment, it clicked. My trust plus his credibility and results equals win, and people were enrolling. So what's the lesson here? Utilize the 3-way calls. Utilize your leadership for testimonials. Remember what I said earlier. Facts tell, but stories sell. Next one, educate. See, at the end of the day, when they enroll, they're going to choose to be a representative, customer, or both. If they choose to be a customer, help them download the app, and if possible, go over the app as well as a website with them. But more importantly, advise them to book a dream trip and attend one of our Dream Trips local partners to earn points. The reason I say that is because there's a known statistic that those members that go on a dream trip and go earn points at one of our DTL locations, They have an over 90% retention rate. That's pretty high. Now, what we're really looking for is representatives that also want to become customers. But one thing's for sure, if a customer doesn't want to be a representative, don't force it on them. I've seen it many times that people force the representative size on a customer and they miss out on a sale. As for representatives that don't want to do the membership, I highly advise you to educate them as to why it's so important for them to do the membership. Here's the thing, someone could just become a representative only. But in my experience with WorldVentures, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot when you're a rep only. How do you sell something or promote something that you yourself are not using? And the second point I try to make clear for them is that if you're not a member and you're referring all these people, you're leaving a lot of points on the table. Now, going back to the success cycle, what you're going to do with this new person is they're going to get their own focus board and they're going to start creating their list and they're going to start inviting their friends. They're going to use the same exact video you're watching right now. They're going to get started. And what's going to happen is it's going to go full circle. It's going to go around and around, creating a duplicatable system to a point that you, at the end of the day, can become irrelevant to your business. Now it's working itself. And you're working together as a team to create this system. Now, as you go through these exposures, you want to track them. You want to write down the name of the people that you have shown. See, the focus board itself, that is not where you write your names list. You should have a separate journal to keep track of all your names on your list. The focus board itself is to write down the names of the people that you are exposing. One thing I highly recommend you do is you track it by using different colors to represent different things. For instance, green is they have enrolled. They are in the system. They are a part of your team. Yellow means follow up. Red means not now. See, for instance, this example, Alex has enrolled. Mario said no. Roseanne said follow up with her. Just to give you some numbers about network marketing and the averages, out of 10 people you expose, 10, 2 will be automatic yes. They are impulse buyers. They're going to say yes regardless of what it is. They just love shopping. They love the idea. They support you. Yes. So 2 out of 10 are going to be yes. 1 out of 10 is going to be no. It's going to be a negative person. They have something to say. They got, oh, it's this, it's that. I can't believe you're doing that. You're going to jail. I don't know. At the end of the day, I call them negatrons. They're so negative. When they walk into the room, the fake plants die. You want to stay away from those people. It's kind of like an apple. If you have a rotten apple and you put it next to a good apple, what happens to the good apple? It has a potential of going rotten, and we don't want that in our business. The last one's the yellow. Those are the follow-up. Those are the ones, 7 out of 10 are follow-ups. They're the ones that have questions, concerns. They might need to see a magazine, maybe see the video one more time. Maybe they went to a live presentation, but they'd rather see the video. Maybe they've seen the video, and you can take them to a live presentation. Maybe they want to see our system. Maybe they want to go to a training event. Bottom line, the fortune is in the follow-up, especially because you have 7 out of 10. A majority of people you're going to be showing, they may be saying maybe. All right, so make sure you're following up with them. Now, here's the cool thing about this is when you track this thing, let's say you're going down a list of 30 and then you're almost towards the end of the month and you're at number, I don't know, 25, and number 25 is a green. They're enrolled. They give you the application. Now, here's the cool thing. You can what's called shop the app. You can start calling people on your list that are yellows. Hey, Roseanne, how you doing? I just left a meeting. I got this guy named Bob. Bob just enrolled. Here's the thing, Roseanne. You saw this first. As a friend, I want to give you the opportunity to jump on board before Bob. Are you ready to get started? So now you can track, who do I need to call back? When I sign someone up later, who can I call back and put them in the system right away and leverage my applications through the team? So as these people enroll, they're obviously going to follow the system. But I'm going to give you a little secret sauce, a little bonus training. See, our system is called IC. Invite, share, enroll, educate. But there's a 5th secret sauce element to this whole system. You know what it is? Promote. If you get really good at promoting where they can go share this opportunity, travel parties, events, big shots, and as well as where they can get educating, the big shot events, the training events. See, we talked about it in the rules. Remember rule number 3, attend a training within your first 60 days? See, here's one thing I realized. When you take action and you apply action and you add our training events, you create builders. And you know what builders do? They go put in action and they go attend events. And then they go attend events. And then they go attend events and they bring more builders with them to a point that they become leaders. One thing I learned about this business is this. Putting people in, signing them up, that's addition. When you put people in front of the training and you bring them to the training, that's multiplication. Why? Because they turn up to be leaders, and leaders, you know what they do? They create more builders. See, now, if you're doing this focus board and you want to hit a certain rank, and that's what you're striving for, look at these numbers. Senior rep, 10 team members at a major event. Director, 25 team members at a major event. Marketing director, 50 team members at a major event. Regional marketing director, 100 team members at a major event. National marketing director, 250 team members at a major event. International marketing director, 500 team members at a major event. What's a major event? Maybe you're new and you don't know. I'll go over them real quick. We have 4 major events a year. Number 1, momentum. We start off the year in January with momentum. It's a high energy event to get you kicked off into the new year. April, we do our United International Convention. All the countries around the world come to one location. It's major. It's gigantic. It's one of the biggest events ever in WorldVentures. Number 3, boot camp is usually in July for the U.S. That one is to kick off the summer to get the middle of the year going, walking into the 3rd and 4th quarter. October, The View. This one's all about personal development, becoming a better you. Because if you become a better you attract better people. Now, if you look at this right now and you're saying to yourself, you know what? I want to be a director, let's say. And you know there's a major event coming up in a couple months. You should be striving and pushing to have 25 team members at that event. Vice versa, if you're at a certain rank and you have lower than this, you might be going backwards. So this is a great way to track where you stand and where you want to go. Now let's get down to the main focus of the focus board. 120 days to director. How does this play out? Let's look over this real quick. Month number 1, you have 1 builder. That's you. So you yourself are committing right now to do 30 exposures. Out of 30 exposures, you sign up 6. Once again, those are average, 20%. You may be better, you may be worse, but we're saying average is 6. You put in 6 people, 2 of those 6 are going to be builders. See, I want to give you a heads up right now. Out of 6 people you enroll, 2 are going to actively build the business with you. The other 4, they're just going to hang around, go on dream trips, have a good time, let it be, don't get frustrated. Know that 2 out of the 6 will build the business with you. So at that moment, you have 6 customers enrolled. You have hit the tier 1 lifestyle bonus. Like I said earlier, typically in the US, out of 6 people, 5 of them are gold and 1 is platinum. And you have qualified for the tier 1 lifestyle bonus. Congratulations. Month 1 is done. Going to month 2. Now you have 3 builders. Why? You were the original one and you added 2 more in your first month. And what are you doing with your builders? You're going to give them a focus board. What are they going to do? They're going to show 30 as well. Now, collectively as a group, you are showing 90. Out of 90, you're getting 18 new customers. Out of those 18 new customers, you are getting 5 builders, bringing your total team to 24. You just qualified for Tier 2 Lifestyle Bonus. Congratulations. That's another form of residual. Month number 3, now you have 8 builders. What is everyone doing? 30 exposures. Times that by 30, 240 exposures as a team collectively. Now you're seeing the bigger picture of leverage. Out of those 240 exposures, 48 people join the team. Out of those 48 people, you have 14 new builders. From that, your team has grown to 72 people. Congratulations, you are a senior rep now in 3 months and you are tier 3 qualified. Max, is this really possible? I've seen people on my personal team hit senior rep 3 months and less. All right, so it's definitely possible. You keep going. So now you have 22 builders on your team. 22 times 30, 660 exposures happening on your team in the 4th month. Out of those 660 exposures, you have 132 new customers. How cool is that? Out of those 132 customers, 39 become builders, which brings you to a total of 204 people on your team. Now, if you looked into our compensation plan, to become a director, you need 180. The least you need is 180 on your team. 90 left, 90 right. So congratulations, you are a director in 4 months of doing this business. Now, two things I want to point out. If you was to continue to do this every single month, the numbers are ridiculous. They're crazy. Play it out if you want. The next month, you'll be a marketing director. Now, the second point I want to make is, what if you did this a week? See, this is a plan for 4 months. What if you showed 30 people a week? See how fast this thing can go? See, one thing I want you to realize, that we laid out the plan for you. This is the plan, and all you got to do is follow. This is the system. This is the recipe for success. Now, I'm going to make it nice and clear. Nothing worth having comes easy. See, I'm not saying this is going to be easy. I'm not saying this is going to be hard. One thing it is for sure, it's simple. And it does require work. Work hard, dream big, and let's get this thing done. If you're serious about getting this thing done, print your focus board today. I provided a link below, easy access, easy to copy and paste, and go make it happen. Guys, imagine the things you could do as a director in WorldVentures or above. Having that passive residual income, the things that you can do differently, how it can help you in your household, maybe pay some bills, pay off some debt, change your lifestyle just a little bit. The average director makes $2,000 a month with passive residual income. Think about that. What can you do with an extra $2,000 a month on top of what you're making right now? Guys, the opportunity is there. We just have to apply ourselves and take action. I'll leave you with the 3 golden rules of success by Director of Training, Mark Casetta. Rule number 1, pay attention. Pay attention to who's winning, who's making moves. Follow their lead. Remember, we're going to tell you exactly what we did right and exactly what we did wrong. Rule number 2, get excited. This business is about a transfer of energy. If I go to someone and I'm talking about the opportunity and I'm talking low and calm and I don't seem that excited, I don't know. But if I go up to someone and say, look, I got something you gotta see, and I'm excited, it's all about a transfer of energy. And last but not least, never, ever, 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 ever quit. The only way you can lose at this is if you quit. You either win or you learn. And as you're learning, even through your failures, you are learning. So remember, win or learn. And as you learn, apply what you learn and go win. But never, ever, 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 ever quit. God bless. Much success to everyone. And I'll see y'all at the top. Let's go.